play. I wanna sing my song. I just wanna run and not be gone too long, 'cause this time is precious still. I wanna keep it close to me. I'm wishing on a star to make more time to see. You can always dream. You can put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. You can always dream. No one's taken that from you. Only you can see it through, just like the way you do. So feed it from your soul and weigh it from both sides. The fulcrum and the tides will give direction that you'll know. You can always dream. You can put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. When you make the time, it's a game of give and take. When the balance is at stake, you need to take a look inside. Look deep into your heart and remember how it feels. It's where the answer lies and tells you what is real. You can always dream. You can put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming.
I hope that you all are staying warm today, those of you that aren't with us, and feeling safe. It's a crazy weather time in this part of the world and in many parts of the world. So I'm Jenn Fay, one of the practitioners here, and I'll be your host and the practitioner and the speaker today. And so let's start with just a centering breath. So taking a nice inhalation and an exhalation, and again an inhalation and exhaling, and just feeling the surface beneath your body, that your body's supported, that we are here together in this sacred space, whether you're in this physical space or online, whether you watch this service later, it's still sacred space. And so let's take a moment to appreciate who's here today as far as serving us. We have Ivor in the sound booth. Yay. Thank you, Ivor. Yay. And Lynn is on music. Yay. Thank you, Lynn. And I'll be helping some. And then, of course, I'm host, speaker, and practitioner. Yay. So just a reminder to turn the ringer on your cell phone off if you haven't already. And also a reminder that this service is being recorded. So you can watch it later or another time. It is available on our YouTube channel. So for the month of February, actually for the whole year, we're focusing on that open at the top theme, which I just love. Just a reminder that Ernest Holmes believed that science of mind is a living teaching that is alive and open at the top, yet grounded in timeless spiritual principles. He cautions us against closing our minds with certainty, and instead urges us to stop, look, listen, and ask ourselves, does my belief measure up to truth? Good question. For Holmes, being open at the top means cultivating curiosity, embracing doubt as part of our path, and trusting that the new wisdom and greater illumination are always available to all of us if we stay open. Okay. So for the month of February, the theme is embracing the edge. And this month we focus on pushing the boundaries of our beliefs and comfort zones, both individually and collectively. This week we come to see the edge is not limited. It's a doorway. We journey inward to the threshold of transformation, where we ask, where am I being invited to stretch? Stretch beyond self-judgment into deeper self-acceptance. The edge of our inner world may hold some discomfort, but it is the birthplace of growth. Also, for the month of February, this is Black History Month, and I found an interesting quote from the philanthropist Franklin Thomas, who writes, "One day our descendants will think it incredible that we paid so much attention to things like the amount of melanin in our skin, or the shape of our eyes, or our gender, instead of the unique identities of each other as complex human beings." And a quote from Maya Angelou, Won't it be wonderful when Black history and Native American history and Jewish history, all of U.S. history, is taught from one book, just U.S. history? All right, Lynn has an opening song for us.
We're going to do a song by Kim Delmhorst called Everything is Music, and she wrote this based on a Rumi quote.
Well, we've come to the place where everything is music. Everything is music. Everything is music. Yes, we've come to the place where everything is music. Everything is music. Let it play. Tell me, why do you stay in jail when the door is wide open? The door is wide open. The door is wide open. Tell me, why do you stay in jail when the door is wide open? Let the beauty that you love be what you do. Stop your talking now and open up the window, the one right there in the middle of your heart. Give us your hands and sit down in the circle. You know you have no reason to keep yourself apart. Well, when you wake up sad and empty, don't go back to sleep. No, no, don't go back to sleep. Don't go back to sleep. Well, the day you wake up sad and empty, don't go back to sleep. There's a million ways to kneel and kiss the ground. Don't worry now about saving all these songs. There's so many more just waiting to be found. If all these instruments should disappear, we'd still hear something coming up from way down in the ground. Welcome to the place where everything is music. Everything is music. Everything is music. Yes, we've come to the place where everything is music. Everything is music. Let it play. Everything is music. Let it play. Everything is music. Let it play.
Thank you, Lynn. I love that song. So please know that if you have a prayer request, it's easy to get support. There's a button online that you can click on that says Request Affirmative Prayer. We also have prayer cards that are on the table in the room here that you can fill out, and you can ask. You know, I'm always happy to pray with people in person. So just know that that powerful practice that we do here, it matters. It is a process, a spiritual process of shifting consciousness, opening up to new possibilities, and receiving the gifts that are always available. Please join me in saying our purpose statement. We are celebrating spirit within and knowing the oneness of all life. And so let's just take a moment and pray. So just relaxing into this beautiful space, feeling the presence of love in this room, beyond this room, wherever you are, there is the presence of love. It lives within each of us, and it is all around us. And taking a moment to just, in honor of Black History Month, taking a moment to think about people of color that you care about, whether you know them personally or admire them from afar. Just sending a blessing out to anyone who is feeling uncomfortable in this world, this changing world, anyone who's in need of food or shelter. And feeling grateful for this time together, for this service, for the opening that it brings. Opening our minds to new possibilities. Opening our hearts. Expanding our capacity for compassion, kindness, love, peace. That there is so much good in the world. There are so many people doing good in the world. There is so much to be grateful for that does not come across our news feeds. And so thinking about perhaps something you've witnessed recently that made you smile. A gesture of caring. And just holding those memories and ideas in your heart, knowing that as we are grateful, there is more to be grateful for. Releasing these words into that universal law, we say together, and so it is. And Lynn has another song.
I'm going to share a song called Diving In. Diving in, diving into the unknown, deep water reservoirs, jumping in from where we are, diving into the unknown, diving in, diving into the unknown, rushing river to the sea, seeking who we want to be, diving into the unknown. The river pool is deep blue and aquifers hold ancient wisdom. The river bend says, turn ahead, jump in, feet first, you're fine. Feel you're free. Diving in, diving into the unknown. Listen to the river song, you've known it all along. Diving into the unknown.
ancient wisdom. River bend says, turn ahead, jump in, feet first, you're fine. Feel you're free. Stay open to knowing we are forever growing. The sacred mysteries unfolding. Diving into the unknown. Crystal water flowing free, steady as a part of me. Diving into the unknown. Diving into the unknown. Diving into the unknown.
I love that song, and it's so appropriate for this month and what we're up to. Thank you, Lynn. So Ernest Holmes writes that human endeavor is an attempt to get back to first principles, to find such an inward wholeness that all sense of fear, doubt, and uncertainty vanish. But if we're diving into the unknown, as humans, it's usually uncomfortable. It's if we can come to see it as an adventure. You know, we take adventures all the time, diving into the unknown, going to places that we've never been. But somehow the inner life, diving into the inner edge of life that feels unknown, feels unfamiliar, that seems to be a different story. But today, I wanted to talk about, I finished that book that I was talking about last month, the one from Heidi Hunt, that I'll read you the title in a moment, but it had a chapter on gratitude. And of course, to me, gratitude is like spirituality 101. If you're struggling, find ways to be grateful. Find things to be grateful for. Do a gratitude list. Start a gratitude journal. It's probably one of the most powerful practices that I can think of that can shift things. And so in this book, it explains why that is. That so it's the title of that book is Earth's Pulse: Tuning into the Schumann Resonance for Collective Harmony. And it calls gratitude the stabilizing force and frequency because it operates at a unique vibrational frequency. So any quality, any thought, holds a unique vibrational frequency, and gratitude has its own frequency. And, you know, you can tell people things like this, and they might say, oh, good. Or they might roll their eyes, but when science steps in, which there's a whole lot of research in this book about all kinds of things, about frequencies, people pay attention because as a society, we tend to believe in science. We tend to believe in research. It gives people a sense of proof. If they can do research and they can prove something, then they're more willing to buy into it. And so as much as I love the mysticism and the mystery, I'm excited when science supports the things that I just believe on faith. So science is now showing that feeling grateful creates a coherence in both the individual energy fields and the collective consciousness. So coherence. It may be a word that you hear, maybe not, but there's all kinds of benefits to this idea of coherence. There's physiological benefits that have to do with heart rhythm patterns, where because we can measure electromagnetic fields, when someone is feeling grateful, the edges of the electromagnetic field turn from perhaps a stress response, which shows up as kind of jagged edges to the rhythms. And when you're grateful, those edges turn smooth into smooth, organized patterns. And so there's a concept called entrainment, where one vibration, one frequency can impact others until they become one, until the more dominant, or perhaps dominant isn't the right word, the higher vibration, which would be those higher qualities, those spiritual qualities, seem to have a more powerful influence. And so it creates this entrainment to the heart, to the respiration, to the blood pressure, to the vascular systems, that come into sync and operate at the same frequency. And so this coherence, it brings balance to the autonomic system, the parasympathetic nervous system. It allows for a better use of energy instead of feeling depleted. And this is more than relaxation. So coherence is relaxing, but it's a calm, high performance kind of state of being. There's an alertness to it. Whereas relaxing, you may be, just sort of tuned out, or this is allowing you to be alert and tune in. It's a regenerative state that improves cognitive function with mental clarity, focus, helps in decision making. It facilitates communication between the heart and the brain. So in these ideas, and a lot of the research is done by the Heart Math Institute, the heart is king. And those of you that love the brain, and that's most of society. We really just love our brains, and the brain is amazing, no doubt about it. But the heart is actually more powerful. The electromagnetic field of the heart is more powerful than the brain. And when we connect with that heart space, we're qualities and support that, to me, the brain cannot supply. The brain is more like a computer in my mind. But studies demonstrate that gratitude activates the prefrontal cortex, which is a part of the brain that is associated with higher order thinking and emotional regulation. And that helps to reduce the feelings of fear. So these shifts in the brain explain why gratitude feels good. When we're grateful, when we move into that place, we allow for that shift, we feel more peaceful. We feel better. And it is science. As much as I want it to be that mystical thing, it's science taking place with those frequencies. Now there is one caveat, and that is that You cannot force gratitude. Just making statements about being grateful when you're feeling upset or angry. I mean, it's worthy. It's a worthy cause, but it can actually cause cognitive dissonance within you because you're speaking words that don't jive with how you feel. So true gratitude allows for a full spectrum of feelings. And if you are grieving or upset, you might acknowledge that and say to yourself, I'm struggling right now, and I am grateful for the ground beneath my feet, for every breath I take. So honoring where you are is always the best approach, because without that, we're just pushing feelings down, we're stuffing things, we're not being authentic. And acknowledging where you are allows you to process those uncomfortable feelings and then shift to a higher frequency, feeling grateful sincerely instead of using it as a bypass. So I already mentioned some of the benefits of coherence. It reduces the stress hormone cortisol. It increases the vitality hormone, which is the DHEA that you may have heard of. It creates a sense of personal resilience and emotional stability. We're dealing with gratitude. We're activating bioelectrical recalibration, which allows for faster recovery from stress and just that wonderful sense of resilience. In social settings, gratitude can create synchronization of energy between individuals, which helps for better communication and cooperation. One study found that teams who practice gratitude together showed 25% greater cooperation and 15% higher problem-solving efficiency. This is because gratitude is shifting our emotional state from scarcity and lack to abundance, a high-frequency state of receptivity. So, hopefully now that I've told you all of the benefits, we can do an experiential exercise and you can experience it for yourself. I was thinking of this quote as Lynn was singing her song, Diving In. Rumi says, "We have been walking in the surf, holding our robes up, when we could be naked, diving under, diving deeper." So let's dive in a little deeper with this heart coherence. I invite you to make yourself comfortable. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. Taking a breath. And imagine your consciousness, that invisible, I like to think of it as an invisible pool of energy. But what about a sacred sea? Vast, infinite. And in this vast sea, there is an island. And place yourself on that island where there's a clearing. You're standing, feet on the ground. Feeling the earth beneath you, energies flowing up into your body, supportive energy, recalibrating your entire electrical system. Bring your awareness to your heart. breathing deeply. And feel grateful for where you are in this experience, this beautiful place. And as you are grateful, you may feel calmer. In this clearing, there is a platform. It could be a big stone or something wooden. It is there for an altar. It will hold an altar. And next to the platform is a large basket filled with special objects, items, things that have been chosen for you that you will like, perhaps even love, become excited about. They're for your altar. And so taking one at a time, you pick it up and with a curious mind looking it over, noticing the details, and you feel delight. There's a lightness to this basket of gifts. There might be colored fabric, flowers, greenery. There could be candles, sage, or incense. There may be figurines or pictures. And just take a moment to arrange these objects on your altar. This process is easy. You're feeling creative. Everything seems to fit together. And you feel pleased with the way it looks. Taking another breath. Shifting your focus upward. You can sense a protective presence of love. There is a benevolent being hovering over this sacred space in the clearing. It may be familiar. It may be something new, a new essence, a new entity. But you can feel it. It feels good. You feel safe. And in that feeling of safety, you can trust that nothing can come into this space unless it has a high spiritual frequency. You begin to look around you, appreciating the beauty of this island. And the feeling of appreciation allows you to feel connected to everything that's here. In this space, there is also a comfortable chair just for you. And so you take a seat and relax. There's a warm breeze. Relaxing feeling coming over you. And you feel thankful. This experience allows you to let go, just be. And for a moment you think, gee, I'm feeling tired. But you recognize that it's not really a tiredness as much as it is being deeply relaxed. And you appreciate the subtle difference between being tired and relaxed. Closing your eyes, you listen to the surf, the water flowing in and out. Such a soothing sound. And again, you feel grateful. There's also a sense of relief away from the busy world. You welcome this moment, this pause, this meaningful time to be alone, and yet you know a deeper truth that you are never really alone. There's so much support for you here. The earth beneath your feet, the sky above, blue and clear, and everything in between. Aware of the support, you feel strong and courageous. Focusing on your heart again, you ask, what more do I need to know or see or be? Your imagination takes you down unknown paths and familiar intentions. You are awake, aware, looking for signs, synchronicities, and guidance. Soft, gentle, receptive. There's no pressure about any of this. The experience is fluid like the surf. Ideas flow in and out. And you trust this process, this listening, this pondering, this communing with all that is. Everything feels alive. You've been walking in the surf, holding up your robe, when you could be naked, diving under, diving deeper. Take one more breath and feel the love here. And then we invite everyone in this room, everyone online, everyone in the future watching this, to be with us on this island, to create a collective ripple effect, coming back to your breath. Focus on the heart. Imagine the breath flowing through the heart. What are you grateful for? Make it simple and easy. Stay with it. Other ideas surface. Things to appreciate. And from this practice, imagine circles of light flowing from each heart, flowing out, overlapping, creating an amazing bubble, a kaleidoscope of color and patterns, expanding in all directions. Feeling grateful for meaningful relationships. Just imagining that your own gratitude and everyone here is like a tuning fork that vibrates in harmony with everyone, everywhere. Blending, harmonizing with the earth's frequencies, amplifying a sense of connection, creating a unified field. Gratitude isn't just personal, it's social glue. Let's stay for just a minute longer or so. Using your imagination, can you imagine celebrations with people appreciating artwork? Can you imagine a sunset that brings a feeling of awe? Can you see people helping each other with kind gestures? Can you picture your favorite animals playing and romping? See an old tree standing strong and flexible. And then imagine a world where gratitude is woven into daily social practices at schools and hospitals. Picture news feeds that share the good things people are doing. See yourself sending email messages of gratitude to people who would not expect it. And as we close, think of 3 things you're grateful for from the past week. Taking a breath, coming back to this room, aware of your feet on the floor, the chair beneath you, your body supported, coming back fully present here. You can keep your eyes closed if you like and listen to Lynn's next song.
Winter fields lying still, say goodbye. Tomorrow will bring the new. We're moving on, going forward. Watch the dawn, always change. Blankets old, letting go. It's good we're told. Warm and sun, open seeds growing wild. Calls to me then. Close your eyes and feel the world. Hold on tight, you're in this world. Don't look back, there's nothing to leave. Feel your freedom to fly. Go on now, just fly. Fly, fly. River stones, baking sun, roughness smoothed by river song. Moving towards the open sea, flowing wild, calls to me, then back to winter. Long dark nights, laying dormant, decreased light, thoughts arise from the deep and move you towards your dreams to keep. Oh, oh, and close your eyes and feel the world. Hold on tight, you're in this world. Live your dreams with no disguises and feel your freedom to fly. Go on now, just fly. Fly, fly.
What a perfect song for the service. I love when everything seems to line up so beautifully. So we want to celebrate new people. I'm not seeing anyone that hasn't been here before in person, but if you are new online, please do reach out to us. Let us know how you found us in the chat. You can fill out a visitor's card online as well, and we'll stay in touch with you. Appreciate you being here. So our announcements today after service, we have our monthly Power of 8 in person and online at 12:15. Next week we have Nellie Loth. She is always a wonderful delight as our speaker. So there's a little shift in the schedule. The cookies, coffee and conversations have been moved to the 15th this month, so the third Sunday. Also on the 15th is Reverend Faith will be offering a creative session of Zen Tangle, which is a mindful art practice. There's no experience required, and all materials will be provided. The fee is $15. And now we move into our offertory time where we share our gifts. And please know your presence here today is a gift, truly. We also appreciate the gifts of talent and service and time. And so just join me in being grateful for this community and for the way that it feeds us on so many levels. There are many ways to give. There's a basket in the room over on the table. There's a QR code that you can click. It's a give button online on the website at celebrationcenter.org. And you can also mail a check. Our address is on the website. Please join me in our offertory affirmation. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so we just bless these donations in whatever form they come, whether it's financial, service, talent shared, something being offered. We are grateful for the support for this community, grateful for this community, the spiritual connections we make, the spiritual community that supports us. And so we relax in trust that divine flow is here for each of us and for the Celebration Center. And so it is. Closing song.
Have the lyrics up on the screen, and I hope if you feel up to standing up and singing with us, I would love it. This is a great song, learned off a website called Playing for Change, and it's called A Better Place. Freedom and justice is the melody that lets us shine on. If you feel it through the music, we can make this world a better place. Let's do it one more time. Freedom and justice is a melody that lets us shine on. If you hear it through the music, we can make this world a better place. Live together, love forever, it's the only thing that we can do. Hold my hand, by me stand. We are gonna make it through. Here we go. Freedom and justice is a melody that lets us shine on. If you feel it through the music, we can make this world a better place. All humans, all beings, we know that we are all the same. Different colors, different nations, we're one with God, now let us sing. Here we go now. Freedom and justice is a melody that lets us shine on. If you hear it through the music, we can make this world a better place. We can make this world a better place. We can make this world a better place.
Woo!
Playing for Change is the website. It's a wonderful website.
Okay, our closing affirmation. Repeat after me. The ripple effect isn't mystical. It's physics. We are grateful. We appreciate. We celebrate. And so it is.